Ross in the Red Bull Ring. $85,000 fans packed into the Red Bull Ring already. Millions of
T25 at least after it was signed, sealed and delivered this morning, and that's great news for us. For the up in the top left. Away we go here. Good start from Marquez. He got off like a
side by side. Marquez and Dovizioso. Did they almost touch at about 320 kilometres an hour? How tight?
Rins goes up the inside of Marquez. Oh, and Duffy's up the inside as well.
Heart-stopping start here in Austria. What a dramatic start. They really toughed it out going into turn 3.
Not many people have got their fists out with Marquez.
Lost all of his drive. Dovizioso powers on through. Dovizioso second. Quartararo leads by 8/10. Two. Maverick Vinales is trying to find a way through the inside of Pecco. Magnai, I think he made it stick. Rossi trying to force the
down, and he's holding his hand, and there is Pol Espargaro.
Nightmare home Grand Prix for the KTM man. Nightmare build up to
not easy to do. Rossi got a good start. Quartararo flying.
Vince keeps making mistakes in turn 10.
From between Crutchlow then and Pol Espargaro. Pol Espargaro,
his bike just cut out. Yes, find a way up the inside of Jack Miller. You bet he can. That's how you make a perfectly executed move. That turn the Catty. You can see there clearly how much Marc Marquez has got a better engine underneath him, because that would not have happened in previous. Have to wait too much longer for that dream to become a reality. Quartararo over the line. Fastest lap of the race. 8th on the grid. Superb start. Immediately into the podium places as Quartararo.
Well, neither of them were giving it up, were they? And in the end, they both realised if we don't break soon, we're going to end up back in the Czech Republic. Past him as easy as that. Quartararo then sandwiched in between Dovi and Marquez. Fabio trying to...
Marquez outbraked into turn 3 in Austria. Marquez, though, gives it straight back, as you'd expect.
Yeah, again on accelerator.
Inside of Marquez, who in turn is going to try and stick it up the inside of Andrea Dovizioso. They sweep over the power that he loves. He loves left-hand corners. He's so at ease, so comfortable. But the Catty does get a good punch, though, out of
time. A race left in this one. In the background, Vinales has got ahead of Rins now, so can he get into some sort of...
He just cannot get close enough to pounce on Miller.
On board with Marquez. You can see that front... Oh, Miller's gone down, and Marquez pounces. He saw a little gap. He goes through. What a disaster for Miller.
Well, the whole dynamic. Unbelievable close action here between Marquez and Dovizioso.
Side by side. So much respect in the past.
Battle. Valentino Rossi drops that right leg, tries to stop that Yamaha. Going into turn 4, Jack at the strengths and weaknesses of the Honda. This is Jack Miller heading for an early bat front end, going from underneath him, down the hill.
No, good race so far for Bagnaia. He's in a solid 7th ahead of Nakagami, and then it's Oliveira 9th and Petru.
Dovizioso trying to get into the slipstream of Marc Marquez's Honda. He's not going to be close enough to attack.
I'm not sure I believe him.
Quartararo, as we suspected, just hasn't quite got this race pace. After that final place on the podium is Quartararo, who's just under 0.8 of a second ahead of Valentino Rossi.
You can notice the difference. He's being stretched here, Matt. He's really being stretched. Dovizioso, a couple of weeks.
That was a bizarre incident, wasn't it? Turn 3 early on for Pol Espargaro.
They're into the slow corners, and out of turn 1, Marquez gets that bike up and out so quickly.
How much fingernails Takeo Yokoyama will have left at the end of this race. He knows, though, he can trust his man implicitly. He desperately wants to beat Dovizioso in a one-on-one shootout, and he wants to beat the Catty here in Austria. He really...
Carl, it looked like the KTM of Pol just cut out in front of you.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't see that happen. Complete racing incident that nobody wanted. The bike was bent in the front and my leathers had opened.
Brilliant on the brakes down the hill into turn 9. We know that the Ducati's famed for its braking stability. It was just 0.08 of a second.
There were a couple of areas on that last lap, you're right, Matt, where Marquez, in the battle for third, well, Quartararo's, the moment, got that one sealed. He's 1.5 seconds clearest, and he goes up almost alongside Marc Marquez. Again, nothing to split them, but there was 1,000...
Riding approaches, completely different tactics, completely different styles, yet they're cutting the exact same lap time.
Often it's been Marquez behind Dovi, and we wait for Marquez to push. Matt rightly said, 2 completely different riders and manufacturers as well. Observations from you, Simon, down in pit lane?
Marquez is in unknown territory here. He's never raced that aero package on the Honda. Oh, Dovizioso's got through. Andrea Dovizioso first time, so it's totally unknown territory with some big key components on that motorcycle for Marc Marquez. Turn 10. Blitzes up the inside. Marquez has a real good long glare. A step.
All of a sudden, Mark looks like he's so close he could pounce again. What has Marc Marquez got left?
He's being hunted down here by Maverick Vinales and Alex Rins. A double-pronged Spanish attack as a MotoGP rider. Outstanding performance by him. He's been in the top 10 a couple of practice sessions this weekend.
Here comes Maverick Vinales. He's about to pounce on Valentino Rossi, who's been in fourth for three-quarters in the latter stages.
Well, we thought that, didn't we, in Brno? Very surprisingly, Alex Rins actually ran out of rear tyre from last year's Moto2 race, doesn't he? That's all the incentive and motivation that Miguel Oliveira will need. Back at the digging really deep into his tank right now. He's under immense pressure from Vinales and Rins.
Completely in control in the World Championship. Losing 5 points doesn't really matter, but it would sting big time. Head around turn 3.
They've been the top 2 men in the MotoGP World Championship for the last 2 years. They've been the top 2.
Down the hill, into turn 9 or 10 once again. The bit I can say is that after recent domination from Marquez in races, I am mighty relieved that we've got a proper race on our hands.
Nearly through the fast kick turn 2. Hard on the brakes on the front end into turn. He's going for it at turn 7. It's tight, but he's made the move. Stick Marquez leads.
Not seen one put on there.
Brilliant couple of moves made. We thought who was going to show the hand first. It was Marquez. He rolled the dice early.
Here we go again.
He changes for the lead in about 4 corners. Epic battle raging here in Austria. It's advantage Mark higher. Hopping, skipping, bouncing around down the hill into turn number 4. He's on the ragged edge. Desperate to be third 10. He's lining up the move down the start-finish straight. He's trying to get the inside line on the brakes of the first corner. Marquez squeezes it.
Marquez backing it into turn number 3. That's one chance gone. One chance gone for Dovi.
Howard's running out of corners here.
There's only one place left for Dovi. He's got to get the drive down the hill into turn 9.
Marquez gets underneath him. Can he pull it down? Now it's going to be a blast of the line. Andrea Dovizioso has done it. He is out.
Mark tried on Dovi a few years back and he got it wrong. Dovi goes through though. I'm not even sure.
That meant an awful lot to Andrea Dovizioso to take the victory in a...
You know, he's miles ahead in the championship, but that one will hurt a bit, you know. That's a little bit of a blow. That
Tino Rossi. Give credit to Rossi as well, though. He held off Vinales and Rins. What a nut. So that was a phenomenal race.
Credit to Valentino Rossi. He did well to hold off.
The last corner battle between Dovi and Marquez here in Austria continues as Dovi wins.
Second, and I make a good race, really incredible. The team works really hard. It was a tough decision to take the soft tire, but finally we're on the podium.
But anyway, Dovi did an incredible job, and yeah, at the moment we are leading by 58 points, so continue on the same way.
And sometimes it works, so I'm so happy for all the people who are working so hard for Ducati and for Luca.
Dovizioso and the Ducati team celebrating in style.
He had such a great friend. Mo Dovi. He absolutely loves that and thoroughly does Petronus Yamaha SRT rider. It's 87 in the Premier class for Marc Marquez. 57th and 14 race wins in MotoGP and perhaps one of the very best for the...
All of your racing fix right here on beIN Sports.